We have Ashened for you today. This is actually refreshing to see. We also have Agents, and it would appear Witchcrafter is back with so much more. Make sure you guys smash the link, crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So OCG finally has Vidos and friends out here. And I finally got the chance to see a list out here, and this is quite interesting for a take for what you're doing in here, because obviously, you know, having the reduced numbers on these cards, I think, is a very cool thing. Also, you know, only 2 Impulse, 1 Mulcharmy. It's ratios like this that kind of are interesting to see out here. I also do see we're playing 1 copy of the Gaia Blaze, the Force of the Sun as well. I mean, if it does come up, it does come up, I guess, but like, I assume we're just filling the extra deck with, you know, generic cards if need be. You know what I mean? Other than, you know, obviously things for the ultimate good stuff here, just so you can actually kind of do your thing. Outside of that, Ashened is an incredibly interesting deck. You have some pretty interesting cards here, and I can't wait for Wave 3 of the support to see what we can cook up here. Now, we have Agents for you today. Agents is still this heavy combo deck that I think a lot of people kind of discount because, you know, obviously you kind of auto lose to Nib, you know, touching down. If you're, or, you know, this card also kind of ruins your day. Droll just auto ends your career out here. So you have a lot of interesting takes. Because obviously, you know, you're doing the standard climb up plays, but I also see we're playing the Nemesis Corridor in here to be able to put a Colossus on the field near the end of the board. Obviously, you know, being able to make Baron definitely helps out your end board, like a lot. But this is interesting. I see we're also side decking Kaijus here. We also have the extra Mulcharmy in here. I love the fact that they're using the Mulcharmy to substitute for the 2 copies of Maxi. You know, I guess having 1, 2 feels the same as having triple Maxi. I cannot wait for the time where Maxi just gets out of the game out here, and you can actually see Fool the Wars doing its job. Okay. Ooh, Witchcrafter with a Sky Striker package. So this is not the first time we've seen this idea. We saw the idea of being able to use the Sky Striker cards to facilitate, obviously, generating spell cards so that, you know, you could kind of do your thing. Also, you know, most of these do require a spell card being sent to the graveyard. So let's go ahead and just pitch a spell card so we can get more value out of this engage so that we can, you know, start to generate the advantage that we need, which is cool. Now, Penalty Game is back. I don't know what it is with this card, but every time I see Penalty Game actually kind of showing its ugly face, I always get a chuckle, because this is just one of those cards you look at and you're like, oh, yeah, I forgot about you. Yeah, I did forget about you. I also don't know what's up with the OCG just loving, you know, Witchcrafter. It's not like this engine is particularly good, but, you know, I guess Alistair and friends making a slight return out here to the game. Okay. Ooh, we have candy. All right, so standard Madolche. Wait, what are we doing here? We're playing as a Mina in my Madolche deck. I don't remember allowing this combo to exist out here. Maybe this is the future out here. Maybe this is the level of innovation that we need to be seeing. You know, maybe playing the Resalago and the Silvera, putting that Omni on the field to protect your Madolche combo, because, you know, if you see the Diabellstar or the Wanted to start the combo, you're off to the races, you know. So, okay, I mean, outside of this, I mean, you're still doing standard Madolche lines of play. You're still climbing up, still, you know, putting up the standard end board. But you're also having the Silvera at the end of this kind of be that piece, kind of hold this together. I think that the OCG is going to have a hard time maybe realizing how generic this package can actually be. All right, what else we got back here? Ooh, we have Valmonica Rizol, of all things? Okay, so, how in the world is this all working? So I'm assuming out here that because we've reduced the package on this, that your main focus obviously is going to be the Rizol stuff. This is just kind of the free little icing on the cake. You know, you get to this with the setup of the dual driver, and you're good to go. Yes, we do have, I guess you can make the argument, we do have conflicting field spells in here, but, you know, your end board's going to probably involve having the cross up and running so you can actually have the negates for this, well, you know, the rest of the Volmonica stuff does what it needs to do. Man, the OCG's got some crazy cool rogue ideas this week, especially, you know, if you're doing something like this. Okay, and you're still getting the Fiendsmith package jammed in here too. That's crazy. Ooh, Evil Eye, yes. No, there can only be one in here. Well, that's actually interesting. We have the largest array of like hand traps that you can jam pack into this thing. Only 2 Fool Wars, which is hilarious. We are doing the Nadir Servant package in here. Honestly, the Dogmatica stuff, I think, is good. You do want that stuff. I see nice Ultimate Slayer punch out here. Or, you know, I guess a free shave it off the extra deck if need be. You have room in this extra deck. I just find this kind of hilarious that, you know, we're doing this. Yeah, Evil Eye being the control deck. See, there's the summon limit. See, I wanted to play this before summon limit got, you know, destroyed in the TCG. I think this card is hilarious in a deck like this, where you're just using Surzeal to control the field and put that timer on your opponent so, you know, they actually cannot. So, wow, this 43 cards too. Okay. Ooh, we have some Lightsworn for. What are you doing here? Hold up here. Tribute a face-up dark monster, inflict 800 damage to your opponent. I know for a fact, looking at this list, it doesn't look like we can actually soft loop our opponent for game. And then I see we have the Quillbolt Hedgehog in here as well. Oh man, this takes me back. We're actually playing the Maple Maiden in here. On Singer Summon, declare an attribute. This card gains all the following. All face-up monsters become that attribute. Oh. Yes. So, are we just soft looping the Shadow Priests of Ohm to kill our opponent? There has to be, right? Alright, never mind. So, with the Maple Maiden, you do have an FTK here. Oh, that's disgusting. Alright, as long as you have the resources, you know, if you get, you know, soft lock to be able to use this. Okay, sure. I'll take that, I guess. Alright, we also have Mono Wado, Inspector Border, Ryuji? Is this anti-meta Ryuji? I see we are playing the copies of the Totsunano draw card out here. And then, of course, we have the one out here that forces monsters into the graveyard to banish instead. Wow, so Ryuji finally adapted towards an anti-meta version out here, which I think a lot of people were kind of expecting this to kind of happen eventually. I mean, you have your Floodgates here. Your Floodgate power monster is going to do the thing. And the rest of this, I mean, clearly looking at this extra deck, I mean, you're going to put up a Virudis or, you know, whichever one of these other rank 10s that you need, and you're just going to win the game. All right, big, strong boss monsters actually doing their thing. This is insane, though. I knew Ryuji would be a fun anti-meta concept, but okay, I will take this. All right, and then we also have Ancient Gears. You know how excited we have been out here to actually see this deck touchdown. I'm still waiting on Ancient Gear statue on our side of the game because it's a free special summon bypass. Ignoring those summoning conditions is always going to be one of my favorite things we can actually do out here. Also, you know, having the Magicalized Hound in this deck, hilarious. You know, the Heat Waves, and hi, Metaltronus, how are you? Ooh. We are, so we can play Dominus Purge. That's actually kind of cute. Outside of that, having the free Black Rose access is kind of cute as well. But the fact that, you know, this deck obviously is going to go second, you're just going to gain as many resources as you can off of all of these. I didn't think about playing Massmal Charmy Draw in this deck, but the fact that you have that ability to just scoop up all of these interesting little power cards seems pretty interesting to me. Okay. And then we have, wow, Trickstar as a Mina. We've come full circle, I feel like, out here. You do get to see the Magistus card actually getting some playtime out here. Of course, the Trickstar Light Stage is going to help facilitate a lot of this combo, so you can do your thing. Also, you know, hello, Fiendsmith, good stuff. How are you? Even if this package is, like, you know, limited in the current capacity that it is, you are seeing people go towards this. So, I like this. I like this a lot. This has been a very good week in the OCG. I love all the ideas that we have. I look forward to seeing what more crazy ideas that people are going to cook up, but This is awesome. Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today, guys. Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.